a huge thank you to Pinch Me Makeup Forever for allowing me to be one of the lucky contest winners. They came in the Makeup Forever bags. I don't have the original packaging of any of the products because I've been through away the boxes. There's just too many to keep. But they just sent this and it just says, "Hi Sahara, thank you for being a Makeup Forever fan. Hope you enjoy your gifts, EXO at Makeup Forever." So every product that I use in this video will be Makeup Forever. Any products that I have to use will be used off camera that are not Makeup Forever. And let's get started on this video. Brows are finished and I used way too much concealer on the brows, so I just primed my eyelids with it. So the next thing I'm going to use is this Makeup Forever, it's like I forgot what I was going to say and it's right on the back, Ultra HD Micro Finishing Press Powder. This is in the shade 01, which is translucent. So this is the packaging for it. You just push this part right here to lift it up. It's just a tin can with a mirror, and here is the translucent powder. So they said on their Facebook page not to use a lot of this because it does leave flashback if you do. It's just like a finishing powder, so you would use something like this just to set the areas where you get oily, maybe throughout the day. But I'm going to use this to set my eyelids. So now that that's set, I'm actually just going to fill this powder right quick. It feels really smooth. So it definitely feels really smooth. You can see it on my finger. For the face, so these are the two primers that they sent. This one right here is their hydrating primer, and this one right here is the mattifying primer. Since I have dry skin, I don't like using mattifying products under the base. Like, I'll use a powder to set the foundation, but using a mattifying primer is not going to work on my skin type. I was going to say skin tone. So I'm going to use the hydrating base one. And this is part of their Step 1 Skin Equalizer collection. So it comes in just like a little squeezy tube. What did just squeeze the white right on my finger. It smells fresh. Ooh, make my skin look kind of glowy right here and here. Not bad at all. So for foundation, they sent me a message to ask me which shade I'm in, and I can go to Sephora and test it out. So Sephora has the thing where you can scan it on your skin and it'll tell you which shade of foundation is best matched for you. So they matched me to the shade Y415, and this is the Makeup Forever HD foundation, the one that comes with a pump. Not their stick foundation, but this is the one that comes with a pump, the liquid one. Anytime I use a new foundation, I like to use half of my face with a brush and the other half with a sponge. This just helps to see what the foundation applies better with. Sometimes it'll apply better with a sponge, or it'll shear it down and make it dewy, or with the brush it'll leave it full coverage. I love using the Morphe M439 brush. I think this is like one of the best foundation brushes. Thanks to Jaclyn Hill for letting us know about this brush. For the sponge, I'm just going to use this Sonia Kashuk sponge. I love this marble sponge. The packaging is so beautiful, and it actually hasn't gotten any tears or anything in it, which is actually surprising. So I'm going to spray the sponge with some Fix Plus. I also like to start off with one pump on each side. Obviously, in the real time, I'm not going to do one pump on here, one pump on here to see how the coverage is. I'm just going to and then start. So, but for the video, I'm gonna shake it up first. Yeah, shake before use. So there is the side with the brush. Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. So here's how it's looking. And I have this one here and this right here. So it does give me some good coverage. I think that one pump went pretty far. So I'm gonna do the other side with the sponge. So right off the bat, you can definitely tell that the brush side gave a lot more coverage, so I do like it better with the brush. The sponge sheared it out. I think it gives the same amount of dewiness on each side very equally, but I do not like it applied with the sponge. I'm good with one layer of it on this side with the brush, but I think I'm going to go in with a second layer. This is also a good time to see if it is buildable too, or does it get cakey. Doubt it, but alright, so again, this is the side with the brush, and this is the side with the sponge. You guys tell me which side you like better. I already know which side I like better. Let me take this gum out. So now I'm going to move on to concealer, but I'm going to apply that off camera. Again, I want to stick to as many Makeup Forever products as I can, and I do not have a concealer from them. I started blending it out. I wanted to stick to the true part of this video, and I wanted to continue to use the sponge on this side and a brush on this side to blend out the concealer. I wanted to come on camera so we could see how the concealer will blend on top of the foundation. I used the ColourPop concealer blend out, and I need to hurry up because this concealer does set quick. The brush on this side. I'm just going to use a sponge to blend it out on here just to make it easier. Keep in mind that that ColourPop concealer is a more mattifying concealer, so it leaves my skin looking a little bit drier than I would like. But here's how everything is looking so far. I don't think it looks bad. I feel like I need some color corrector around in these areas, but it's fine. Let's just look up here. So they said to go in lightly to set under the eyes. I'm going to use this tapered brush to help me do so, and just pick up a little bit so I don't get any flashback. Let me make sure that's not creasing again. Alright, so I think that's enough. So I'm going to go in and blend out on the other side. Any contour or bronzing products, so I'm just gonna skip that. For blush, they sent this one. They only come with numbers, but I don't know which number it is. I'm sorry about that. So I'm just gonna push this open, and it's in another tin can, no mirror. Here's how the blush looks. It looks really pretty. It's really smooth, and it looks like it would give like a more natural shade. I think I'm just gonna use that same tapered brush to blend it, to apply it. Alright, so that is how the blush is looking. Again, it does give like a nice natural flush. Mario Badescu spray. I don't think Makeup Forever does have a spray, but I don't have the spray, so make Mario Badescu. And don't you hate when a spray leaves those little droplets on you? Let me just go over it with the sponge right quick. It's fine. For the eyes, they just sent over one eyeshadow. Again, it's in that tin packaging. Push this part in and it opens like this. This is how the eyeshadow. So here is how it looks. It's like a berry type of color, and it feels and looks like it's more of like a sheen eyeshadow. It does look like you may be able to get away with using it in a crease, but it's not matte and it's not shimmery. It's just like a sheen. And since I don't have anything to put in a crease, I'm gonna go back in with the blush shade. So now I'm going to apply, almost dropped. So I'm just gonna go in with this brush and apply that over the lid. So there is some fallout right here. I feel like this eyeshadow doesn't apply as pigmented as it swatches. I'm gonna try to apply it with my finger a little bit. I feel like most of the pigment stays on my finger. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit of Fix Plus on my brush to see if that helps intensify the eyeshadow. Did you guys see how it looks on my hand and then like how it looks on my eye? It's like not as pigmented. Yeah, it did intensify it. It made the eyeshadow kind of sticky, and I feel like it kind of made it like a cream shadow. So I'm gonna go back in with some of that blush to blend out around the edges. So for the lower lash line, I'm gonna use the blush. Now I'm gonna go back in with the eyeshadow, and I'm gonna apply that directly on the lash line. This is the Excessive Lash Mascara. It's in this, I guess it's a 10 package. Cute because it has the Makeup Forever logo on it with the lips, but when you open it up, here is the wand. So it looks like a very short bristled wand. It doesn't look like it's really going to be good at separating the lashes, but we will see. My lashes do look longer, but they definitely don't look separated. Bottom lashes now. Alright, so those are my lashes. Oh, wow. Not have that. For lips, they sent over 2 of their artists or artiste liquid matte lipsticks. Again, there's no name to them, but they do have a number. This one is 101, and this one is 503. So I'm just gonna swatch them right quick. They kind of have a smell to them. Can't tell what that smell is, but swatch really smoothly. I'm actually gonna let these dry down first. I don't know which one I want to apply, but I really want to apply both of them at the same time. Maybe I'll do the deeper shade on the outer part of the lips and the lighter shade in the middle. And these are liquid lipsticks, so they do dry down, or they're supposed to dry down all the way. So here is the purple one by itself. I think it looks really pretty. What do you guys think? But I do want to still apply this lighter one, and it dried down, and I definitely feel that lighter one would have me out here looking like, I do not think that the lighter one would probably work by itself, so I probably have to apply a liner with it anyway, but I'm gonna just blend it in the inside. This is how the lipsticks dried, and this is how they look combined. So I'm actually gonna run through the products right quick, tell you guys my thoughts on them, how much they cost, how much product you get in, and I will do that right now. I'll probably insert a picture right here of it just so it'll be right there. So the primer costs $37. You get 1 fluid ounce, which is a lot of product. That's like the standard amount that you get in a foundation, so you do get a lot of product. I do think it was very hydrating. It smelled nice. My skin is not itching or anything. I don't think the foundation clinged to any dry patches, even though that's not a mattifying foundation, but I do like this primer. I would recommend trying it. I don't obviously know about the mattifying one. I probably won't use this one, but so with the foundation, it costs $43, you get 1.01 fluid ounces in here. It comes with a pump, which I think everyone can agree that foundation is nothing without a pump, but this one comes with a pump, which is good. So with the coverage, I definitely think it performed better with the brush, and as you guys seen, I only had to go in with one layer to get the coverage that I wanted with the brush. I did have to go in twice on the sponge side, but I still didn't really like how it came out on the sponge side, and I don't even like how it blended the concealer on that side. I would definitely say that it's a light to medium coverage, but it is buildable. It did not get cakey, and it's definitely not full coverage. And I do recommend the foundation as well. Definitely try a sample of it. You may or may not like it, but I do like it and I do recommend it. Moving on to the powder. Here's how the powder looked again. This costs $37. You get 6.2 grams, which is 0.21 ounces. Obviously, hearing a number like that, you're not going to know how much product you're getting in there, really. I mean, unless you're a genius. Right? But it does look like you get a good amount of product in here. I will do a flashback test with this to see did it leave any flashback. It's a really smooth powder. It did pretty much set everywhere that I needed it to set. Would I recommend this powder? Again, I am going to do a flashback test and then I'll give you my final results on this powder, but it is a really smooth micro finishing powder. So maybe if you want something like on the go as like a touch up just to throw in your bag, maybe this is like a really good idea. But just to have it and you not be able to really set your foundation with it, I do not think it's worth it for that reason. So I took pictures with the iPhone 6s with the flash on and the Sony a5000 with the flash on. And I took the pictures at different angles just to see, can you see the flashback? And you can see that it does leave a white cast in some angles, but I do think that overall it looks pretty good and the foundation looks really good too. I still think that for $37, if you only can use it as like a touch-up, then it's not really worth it. The blush costs, I don't think you guys are ready for this. This blush costs $23 just for a single blush. That's not worth it. That is not worth the price at all. $23? No. It feels really, really smooth, very pigmented. It blended out really nicely, and I think it complements this look really well. Obviously, I used the blush in my eyes as well, but as you guys can see, you do get a really good amount of product. With blushes, you're most likely never going to run out of them, so this would be like a one-time deal. But for $23, I definitely do not think it's worth it. Like my Le Femme blushes, they're so pigmented and they're smooth, and they cost like less than $5. So $5 compared to $23, pass. So the eyeshadow, it's very, very smooth. It's not as pigmented. It is like it kind of has like a sheen to it. It's not a shimmery eyeshadow and it's not a matte eyeshadow. So I think a shadow like this is definitely best used when wet, even though it's not like a baked formula. This may just be this eyeshadow itself. And yes, they do come in more variety of shades other than this satin one. Would definitely try another one of their eyeshadows before giving my final results on like, is it worth it to buy their eyeshadows or not. But they do cost $17 just for a single shadow, which is a lot of money. Pass on this for $17 just for a little single one. Moving on to the packaging. So the refillable makeup palette pans, they come in a size small, large. I think this is the large size because there's a size small that looks like it's maybe smaller than this. A size small, large, and this extra large, and they all cost $2, which is not bad at all. So once you buy like the Makeup Forever product, you just buy this $2 pan and it says Makeup Forever on it, Makeup Forever Professional Paris. Then it has like the lip on it. So for $2 you get these refillable pans. This is the Excessive Lash. This cost $25 and you get 8.5 milliliters, which is Bonnie, which is 0.28 fluid ounces, which is a good amount. This is a high-end brand, so you know the $25 is justified for that, because I do have like Lancome's mascara and NARS mascara, which is like $29. It does not separate my lashes like I would like it to, and not clumpy, but they aren't like separated, but they aren't clumpy. Would I recommend this? Not really, for the fact that it does not separate the lashes, but I do like how it lengthened my lashes, and I feel like my bottom lashes are really long. So I do like it for the bottom lashes. So the liquid lipsticks are $20 each, which is an excellent price, and you get 2.5 milliliters, which is 0.08 ounces. That is a lot of product in here. It did dry down all the way matte. It felt very smooth applying it on my lips and on my hand for the swatches. They're not patchy. I feel like some people do say that with a lot of liquid lipsticks you can't really tell that they're on your lips, but I feel like with any liquid lipstick I can tell it's on my lips, especially like in the inner part. But it's not drying. My lips don't feel dry. Even when applying the liquid lipstick over another one, it still didn't feel drying. So I really like it. It's not sticky. It dried down all the way. Let's see, is it transfer proof, so there's nothing on my hands. So I do see a little bit, just like the tiniest bit, that may be the inside of my lips. I do recommend that for $20. I'm probably going to check out some more shades, because these are not my typical shades that I would normally go for. So I do not think that the look turned out too bad. Tell me what you think. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!